Okay. This is really interesting to me. I lost two bets to Iggy, and I like winning.
Yeah.
I used to win the bets.
Yeah.
I said that they would sign Debo Samuel before the first day of training camp, and they did it a few days later. So I missed on that one. And I got Iggy an $85 bottle of Barolo, which is the best Italian red.
And I haven't drank it yet. We're going to drink it together. It's right there.
It's a world-class wine. This time I want to go French. So probably on later in the week, I'm going to go to Kermit Lynch in Berkeley. Kermit Lynch is the best in general French, mostly Burgundy and Rhone, and Italian shop. I'd say maybe even in the Bay Area. So I'm going to go there, and I want to get Iggy. I'm going to spend up to $100, and I want to get Iggy probably a bottle of Burgundy red Burgundy, unless the people at Kermit Lynch say for $100 you do better with this Bordeaux or you do better with this Chateauneuf de Pape. But anyway, Iggy, I'm going to get you a Lollapalooza, and I'll give it to you. We're having dinner Sunday night. I'll give it to you Sunday night. And you'll have to show it next week on the show.
Yeah. Well, look, I don't want to gloat that I was right, but I thought basically most people thought I was going to lose this bet. You were very confident. Why did you think you were going to win this bet?
I never thought they would keep him. I thought it would be a distraction, and I thought they'd get something for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did you think you'd win the bet?
I thought that everyone said they were going to do the right thing and cut him. And I thought there's no way. They said they won't. It would look bad. They're kind of stubborn. Over their dead body will they cut Jimmy Garoppolo, especially because I think that's what he wanted. And I think they felt that he kind of railroaded him with that surprise surgery. So I think it was a little bit of an eye for an eye thing. Hey, you want to get cut and force your way out of town? Now you're our backup quarterback. And that's a great thing. It's a good thing for you that you're taking a huge pay cut and you're our backup quarterback. It's the best thing for you, Jimmy. You'll realize that eventually. That's what I think.
And you saw that happening.
I think so. Hey, God love John Lynch. He was not going to lose this. That's the way I look at it. This was a battle between him and Jimmy, and he won.
Well, you were right. I give you all the credit. And as I always say, you're smarter than I am, Iggy. You're really smart.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but thanks. I appreciate it. Joshua, we'll take some questions. What was your biggest concern 2021 versus now with Jimmy Garoppolo? I don't remember what my biggest concern was last year. Sorry. But the biggest concern is still the offensive line.
And my biggest concern with Jimmy is that he stay focused because his turn's going to come.
Right. Chris Riss 1505 says, does Jimmy's contract restructure mean the Niners have the ability to sign impact players now, or how does that work? Just curious. Yeah, they have $20 million in cap space, but if he were to play and do certain things, there would be incentives. So I don't know, maybe they have to keep that cap space available just in case he triggers his incentives. I'm not exactly sure about that one, but I'll look into it. Micah says, should the Niners pick up Leather? No, he's awful. Absolutely the worst. Sorry. It's freaking terrible. And I know that. Frankie says, any chance Niners just finesse Jimmy into starting for way less money planned all along? No, I think Trey Lance is going to start.
Yeah.
And again, if Jimmy starts, there's incentives and they would pay him something. A lot more, actually. Thomas, thank you. And there's one more. Oh, two more. CT Law says, okay, asking your father. Opening game, Bears, we are down 14-0 at the half. Came out 4 minutes into the third quarter, nothing happening. What do? You yanking Trey or risking the loss week one?
Okay. It would depend on how Trey played.
Yeah.
If it were me, I would bring in Jimmy. But that's a momentous thing to do.
Yeah.
What would you do?
It's hard because you can't go back, right? I don't think you can go back after that.
So maybe it would be premature.
Pull the plug on Trey Lance
after 3 quarters.
Whew. I mean, if he throws 4 interceptions, it's not really a decision. He made the decision.
Yeah. Also, they're going to beat the Bears.
Yeah, there's that. So we don't really.
Yeah.
Kaimana 7 says it'll be at least 2 years before we really know what Lance is. What do we really know about Lawrence, Fields, Mac Jones after starting 1 year? True. It's just that I think Trey's under a lot more pressure because this team is so good. They have to win. Thomas says, thank you guys for everything. Much love to you guys. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.
Flav says, "Is if the locker room liked Jimmy before, imagine what they must think of him now that he chose to stay for that amount and after all the heat he's taken."
I agree. I think this only makes his buddies like him more.
Fair. Haha says, "Long COVID can lower your IQ to single digits. See Daniel Kelly for anecdotal evidence." Okay. Ominous 24 says, "What is the over-under date when Robo Kyle says Jimmy gives him the best chance to win?"
I can't even go there.
I don't know. Sorry, Ominous 24. Mark F says, "Are you guys going to bet Jimmy will be traded before the deadline?" What do you think? Do you think they'll trade Jimmy?
I don't want to make that bet.
I don't want to make it either, but I don't think he's going anywhere this year, Dad.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
I don't think there's a market for him. I think the Niners need him more than other teams.
Yeah, I agree.
Josh says, even if the O-line is a concern, the last thing we can lean on is the position players help a lot with the run scheme. Yeah, I'm just wondering if the offensive line is such a concern that it's going to hurt the run game too. I mean, there's so many guys who have never started a game on this offensive line. Get Marlon Mack and dump Sermon. Fine by me.